There she is. This is Melissa, my girlfriend. You look lovely there in this angle.
Yeah.
She's sitting in the middle of Scala Oresos, which is where the festival is. Can
Who's
you, yeah,
Jody's girlfriend?
do a little, do a little. This is Bonna Lee, who just was traveling with us. This is Athena. This is Sue. This is the group right here. This is the main strip. Here, hold on. Hold it right there for a sec, babe. So this is the main, this is Sappho Travel, the founder of the festival. This is her travel office. Okay, go down the road, babe. Go the one direction. Yep, keep going. This is the main drag, just so you know. It goes the other way too. And
We don't see anything.
the beach is at the end. Where you see those trees, that's the beach. So this is like
All
the
we see is
main
you.
square of Scala Ressos. It's very small. Okay, babe. Thank you. Yeah, and this is Melissa. You're on mute, just so you know.
Huh. All I'm
You,
seeing is you, Jody.
all you're seeing is me.
Yeah. Or maybe it's because I'm on my phone.
But you might be able
Swipe.
to scroll. Yeah,
Yeah,
swipe.
swipe. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Because she's not
cool.
talking. Melissa, can you unmute yourself?
Now I can see
Unmute
everybody.
yourself. Unmute. This is really funny, isn't it? Okay, I know what's happening. They're having margaritas and they're having a great time. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye if you're not gonna unmute because I was gonna give you guys a chance. Okay, there.
Okay, I'm unmuted now.
Hi.
I have to just say we are having a really great time. Just so you know, it's really nice. So if that encourages you in any kind of way, go for it. That's right.
Thanks, margarita ladies.
We love this. It's fabulous. And so is Jody. She's the best.
Oh, thank you.
This is not a paid for commercial.
No, I know. The next round of drinks is on me, ladies. All right, thank you. Thank you. It was really special for me to have my my girlfriend on this trip too. And the next trip is really special because my sister's coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's her, that's my sister, and it's really a big deal because we haven't done a big trip together ever.
Fair.
So there they are. They're sitting at Los Amigos, which is yeah, they're sitting at Los Amigos, which is not only the coffee house, but all the coffee. Well, there's not that many coffee places, but the ones
She
you
looks
find
like
also.
Jody.
Oh, here, I'm gonna mute you guys. The coffee houses also have alcohol. So they're bars and coffee houses. All one license, apparently. So yeah, so this is gonna be a really special trip also. And I want to field any questions that you have. There's a few things that come to mind. We're going to probably hire a bus and a driver this time because I'm comfortable. I'm good with driving a van for 9 people, but we have more than 9 people, so we'd require another driver. And I'm just thinking this time we're gonna try just to have a driver. And then I can sit and relax and hang out, and I don't have to always be a good girl and focus on driving. So that's the plan. It won't really affect, I don't think it'll affect any of you at all. That's just I think we're gonna try doing it this way, depending on our final numbers. So I know
so
I'm a good driver.
what are your numbers? What are your numbers at now?
We have, well, 11 on Sacred Roots so far, and then 3 more just coming to the festival without Sacred Roots. So, no, actually, I think it might be a few more than that. Hang on, let me look. Let me look because I just downloaded a new summary, and I think we have up to, let's see, 16, 13, 12 people. Yeah, we had another new person signed up, a friend of mine, actually, kind of a badass friend. So, she's coming too. So, so how many of you, it's really important, did you all upload your information onto the spreadsheet, your flight information?
Yes.
Because then I
Yes.
know when you're coming in and when to expect everybody. So that's really good. How many of you are planning to, actually, if I look right now at that, how many of you are planning to come in early that are on the call right now?
I am.
Just one
Okay.
day,
Right,
just
one
to
day.
get- But we're gonna need, I don't know, we would like to stay at the same hotel, so we need help with
I'm
that.
gonna try. I'm gonna try to make that happen. Um, that's why I need to know now, because then it's really easy. You just come in, get ready and just stay at the hotel. And so everybody did that this time. They got there, they met, they decided on a Zoom meeting how they wanted to spend that day. And Demetra can get on, she can make recommendations also. Some people want to be outside at the Parthenon, some people want to be in museums. Something really wonderful is that I discovered a new part of Athens called the Plaka. I had no idea it exists, and we just wandered around and we found it, and I can't wait to take you all there for dinner that night because I felt like I was kind of in Italy, like all the restaurants had their own musicians and music, and it was lit, people wandering around and restaurants everywhere. It was so wonderful, and it's right at the Parthenon. So it's really wonderful to look at the Parthenon, particularly at night, all lit up. It's quite amazing. So
Jody, have you been, oh,
go ahead.
have you been to the Illusion Museum?
No.
That it's walking distance from the hotel.
So if you guys will arrange a meeting on how, not everybody has to do the same thing together. I'm
Mhm.
going to try to come for that day also. My sister is trying to get me to do that. And if I can, I will. I want to. It's just a matter of whether I can.
Mhm.
So, but that day you can meet and you can split up, you can hang together. You guys can just, I'll help you and
Mhm.
Demetra can help you to make a plan. Depending on what you want to do. So we don't have to worry about that quite yet. But I'm going to help you coordinate how to get to the hotel so that everything's packaged and included except for a couple things. One is getting to the hotel to start the trip because people are coming in at all different times. And it's just really hard to coordinate. Worst case scenario, all you do is take a taxi. And if you have Uber on your phone, Uber calls taxis. It's
Oh, wow.
really easy. You just do it the same way you do Uber, and they pull up and it says taxi. It's that easy, super easy.
Sweet.
So, and then the other thing that is not included that you need to think ahead of time, and I'll help you with that, is you got to get your Aegean flight, and I'll tell you about that. The Aegean flight, I will take care of getting you to the festival, but people are leaving at different times in the festival. So getting back to the airport, I will advise you on how to do that. You probably just do it as a group. We'll book a taxi ahead of time and you just share a taxi and off you go. Okay, so
Seems like
go ahead.
there's a lot of different times leaving on that flight.
Oh yeah, well, so the spreadsheet, I'm gonna put another tab in. I'll put tabs of notes like the summary from today, the important notes, and you can reference it. So I've got a screenshot of the flight, the Aegean flight on September 8th. It's a 17:45 flight. So I'll put that, I think I have already, but I'll do it again.
Yeah. No, we have
and
that. I meant the other
okay.
one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I can put the link to Aegean Air. And I do recommend that you can get the economy, but get the flex. It comes in handy. It's like $10, 10 euros more, but I think what you get for it, you can change your tickets. I missed a flight. Truth be told, I missed my Aegean flight. It's the smallest, tiniest little airport. I don't know how I missed it, but I was 2 minutes because I didn't check in online ahead of time. and the plane was there, everything was fine, but they wouldn't let me because I didn't check in ahead of time because I'm used to our country, right? Now I know you can't do it. You got to do it ahead of time online, and they send you an email and everything. It just says check in. So I'll try to remind you of these things as we go. Okay, let me look at what else is on my agenda, and then I'll just open it up to you guys for questions. Meeting notes, okay. Aegean, okay, I need to talk to you about COVID and travel insurance. Okay, so I'm gonna require that everybody have travel insurance this time. It's really important. So last year at the festival, somebody had a significant problem, and thank God for travel insurance. It's really important. So because it gives you medical, when you buy your flights, most airlines will let you buy that travel insurance, which gives you, I think, 10,000 in medical coverage, and it only protects your flight, your plane tickets. So if you go to a private company and you want to protect the whole expense for everything, then you have to put the whole expense in, and it will be about 250 euros if you're going to guarantee the whole trip. If you just want to guarantee your flight, then you can do it with the airlines. One person got COVID on this trip, and she got it from the plane. I'm imagining because she got sick like starting the next night and then the next night after that. And it threw a little bit of a wrench. So it's a good learning experience for us. So I'm going to ask you if it's at all possible to wear a mask on the plane. You know, it's just a lot of people squished all together, even though the air is filtered. It's kind of a bummer to get COVID when you're on a trip. So, you know, just as protection, I really would like everybody to have it. I think it's important. And then also I just want to be clear on the questionnaire. I said, does everybody agree if you have any symptoms of any kind, you will wear a mask? So bring an N95 mask and that you'll wear it. So we kind of had to step it up on this trip. So what happened was we had the woman that got COVID stay in the first stop. We're only going to have one stop, but this trip had two stops, two different places. One was on the beach in a beautiful little spot where Demetra lives. And wasn't too bad that we had her quarantined there. And then she came to join us. We had her wear a mask, but it was still cause of concern for people, even with a mask on the 5th to the 10th day. After the 10th day, she actually tested on the 9th day and she was negative. But I guess I just have to say, if you get COVID, probably, you know, it's going to probably be that you won't be able to join us for the rest of the trip. I was okay with on the 5th day with her wearing a mask because research shows, you know, when you have mild symptoms and you wear an N95 mask, it blocks 98% of COVID. And I was comfortable with that, but everyone else, there were a few others that were not comfortable with that. And so, you know, COVID is still out there. I don't know what the numbers are, but I just want everybody to understand that part. Any questions or concerns or anything about that? Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. So the travel insurance and COVID and booking your flights. Okay. Has anybody purchased their Aegean airline flight yet?
Yeah, both.
Okay. Okay, good. Cool. So, you know, you have to pay for your luggage. It's like 16 euros or something. And if you don't, oh God. Sorry, you just disappeared on me. If you don't pay for your luggage, don't worry, because when you check in, you can pay for your luggage. It's not a big deal. And you know, everything is really precise. You get 50 pounds. Don't pack more than 50 pounds. 50 pounds is a full big suitcase. I find I keep wearing the same things. Well, actually, this trip, if you're going on both, it's longer, so never mind. 50 pounds, measure it, step on your scale, pick it up, whatever you got to do, make sure it's 50. And you also, the airlines seem to be okay with either like a backpack, a computer bag, or like I have this sack, this long kind of, it looks like a sailing sack almost. It's worked great because it's big and open. Throw it on my back, but you can also have like a shopping bag, like a cloth bag or some kind of, like a shopping bag. You can have stuff in there too. So you can check your big bag and you can carry your personal whatever and a bag. So like I've been putting shoes and stuff in there that I don't want to get all ruined, I just carry them on in the bag. Shopping bags are okay, it seems. You can put your food, put your travel stuff, so just something to think about. Any questions?
What if,
How
what
do
if
you
you're just,
think,
oh, go ahead.
how do you think the weather's gonna be? Because we'll need at least I'll need a lot less stuff if it's hot. So, yeah,
Yeah,
do you expect it to be hot in that part of the year?
well,
Yeah.
it was 105 in Athens yesterday.
Uh-huh.
They
Wow.
like, hi Eileen. Eileen is calling from Ireland, you guys. Ireland. You're muted, Eileen. Can you unmute? I met Eileen last year. It's kind of blending together, so it's a little confusing if it was last year or 2 years ago. I think it was in May. Oh, I think she's having some connection problems. Yep, she must be. Yeah, so I met her at the festival and at Amazonas, the retreat center. I met her there, and she's friends with Demetra. So it's fun to have an international person. She's pretty nice too, so that's good. That's a good thing. You can hear us okay, right? Because you're muted. Okay, can you unmute yourself? Okay, you're trying. Okay. I read sign language. So it's been very hot. It was very hot for us on our trip. I bought a sprayer and then I found this little hand fan, which was like awesome. So I have this pump sprayer, so I'm spraying everybody. But if you can there's like these little hand fans. It was kind of handy, really, because but September's not going to be as hot. Um, it will be hot, but it won't be. It's beautiful. So it's sunny. It'll be nice. At night, there's a little bit of a breeze blowing. So you really only need to have some, like I had a jeans jacket or like I had this pickleball, the little thin sports jacket kind of thing, like just one light something, and it works great.
Do we need bug repellent? How are the mosquitoes?
There are some mosquitoes, and people that brought bug repellent used it. It's not like horrible mosquitoes, but if you're sensitive, I would bring some. And there are pharmacies and things here. The pharmacies are pretty cool. They actually have a lot of natural things in them. So so if they've got all that stuff. If you forget something, don't worry. You can pick it up. Um, yeah, we went to some new places this year from last year, which is fun because some people came back for a second time because they loved the first time, and we got to do some new things. So we got to snorkel over the submerged city, and um, we went to the caves, which we're doing this time. They're amazing, these caves, really cool. Um, so yeah, we got to do some really nice things. Any other questions coming up? Okay.
Do we need like an adapter for different outlets? And is it easier
Yes.
to buy it there?
Oh, buy it on Amazon. No,
Okay.
no. I got one I got one that has plug and then it has a couple different USB and Type C. They're really inexpensive, just kind of a multifunctional one. Yeah, you gotta have one.
We haven't decided whether or not we're going to stop in Istanbul on the way home because we're flying Turkish Airlines. But would we need a different adapter for Turkey than for
No,
Greece?
I don't think so. You might Google that, but I don't think so.
Okay.
One of our people went on a 8 or 9 day Turkey tour of Turkey before she came. and she loved it. And I love Turkey. Istanbul's a bit, it's very busy and chaotic and but it's really amazing too to see, to see the Blue Mosque and the Sophia.
I actually, but I've been there before, but Zeke has. But yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I mean, if you had more time, you could
Yeah.
there's 4-day, 5-day tours. You just get on and, do it. It's wonderful. So, any other questions? Hi, Eileen, do you want to say hi? We introduced ourselves to each other. Oh, you can't unmute yourself, right? I think she's frozen. Okay, maybe she can hear us. Okay, I'm getting calls. All right. So also Sparta Gaia is not really cut out to have single occupancy, and it was a little bit of a challenge on this trip, because we were trying to accommodate some people that really wanted single occupancy, and it requires going into the village and finding rooms and places for people to stay. So if it's a non-negotiable for you, it was one person, I think, let's talk about it, because I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. This is a they consider it, somebody's trying to reach me. It's a Spartan mansion. So back in the day, it was a mansion, right? It's not like we think of a mansion. And it's restored to its original. It's amazing. And she gives us a tour of there's relics in there. In fact, there's one of the most valued kilims, which are the hand woven rugs that exist there in Sparta Gaia. So it's a pretty cool place. So anyway, I just want to kind of put that out there. Anything else anybody needs right now?
I was wondering about the bus system, like getting instead of a taxi. How's that?
You
ever
can.
taken
Yep, there's a metro. You can get just right down the street from the hotel. Absolutely. If you're okay with just moving along with your baggage. It's pretty clear. It would be pretty easy to do that. A lot of people speak English. So you can, there's an information desk at the hotel at the airport. That's pretty handy. Also, if you end up being at the airport and you end up being hungry, outside, like on the curb, there's a baked goods, juices, smoothies, coffee. If you end up being hungry, get it there. It's really good. You'll have the best taste they make, like spanakopita, they're called spinach pies. And then they have the pies with cheese, and they're just so good. But the place outside is so good. It's really good.
What time when you get to the airport, like I get there at 5:25 in the morning, are things open?
Oh, you arrive at 5:25?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say yes, because it's an international airport. And people are coming in from everywhere. So I'm winging it a little bit, but I strongly suspect that the airport employees are coming and that there's going to be things there. Yes.
So
But
when I go get into the area of the hotel, is there any place you'd recommend to wait until I can get in?
You can go to the hotel and drop your bags. Hold on, I'm looking something up for you.
Sure.
So 5:30 a.m. the metro runs till 12:30 a.m.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, if you can definitely go to the hotel. They're really nice, and just ask them to hold your bags.
Okay.
Which day is that? Is that on the 30th or the 31st?
That's
So
come on, I didn't write it down. 30th.
Okay, so you're going to be there an extra whole day. Okay,
Yeah.
I think other people are too.
Yeah, I'm coming in on the morning of the 29th, and I scheduled a hotel for the 29th and the 30th. And I put a note when I did it online saying that I will be part of the tour starting on the 31st, but I don't know, like, if they're going to put me in the same room or if I'm going to have to change rooms, or I didn't know how to coordinate all that.
Okay, so you got that at the Athenaeus.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should just be able to request the same room.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no problem at that hotel. I mean, as long as they have rooms open, you can have single occupancy. That's no problem at all, of course. Yeah, and it's in the area. It's kind of a busy area, like right around the corner. There's a cool restaurant and there's souvlaki places and pizza and different things. And then, but to get to the Parthenon and kind of the other parts of town, you just you can get on the metro if you're comfortable with that and just go anywhere, or you can grab a taxi. The taxi to the Parthenon was like €5, no big deal. But get your Uber app. It's really easy to do it that way. It's not, you don't just stand out there. I mean, there's two, when you get to the airport, there's another, I can't remember what it's called because I always just use the Uber app, but there's another one app that also calls taxis. So it's much easier just to do that. Any other questions?
How many hotels are we staying on the main? I mean, do we stay at the Aegean more than one night, or?
Just no. So we go to the Athenaeus and then we take off the next morning. It's kind of, the agenda is going to be kind of, particularly the first day. So you want to try to be rested because we're going all the way to Sparta. So it's like 3.5 hours, and that's going to be our home base to do everything else. But on that first day on the way to Sparta, there's some really amazing things that we're going to do. So the first day is kind of a long, busy day.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the best, yeah. Zeke.
So when we book with the hotel and tell them we're staying with a tour, do we just use your name or the lesbian getaways? Like, what do we reference that they will be what they will recognize?
You can use my name. Demetra made the reservations, but I'm the one that gets the invoice. So our both, you can just say both of our names, and I will put that in our group right now. So I'm gonna just put my full name and then Demetra's full name. Renew. For those of you that saw the funny video with me stumbling over her name, we decided to leave it. Took me a while to figure that name out for some reason. Yesterday was one of the biggest events in lesbian history that happened here on the island. There's a couple. One of them is she's French Greek. She's Greek, and she's the head of the LGBT rights department or whatever for the European Union. She married a woman named Dragana, who's in charge. She's the founder of something called the ELC, Euro Central Asian. It's a foundation. It's a lesbian rights foundation. They have 100 nonprofits underneath them, and they got a huge European Union grant, and they fund lesbian causes all over the world. They bought a building in Central Scala Ressos here, and it's going to be their international headquarters. And then they bought the old olive mill and they're remodeling it into their home. So they're like famous. So they already, the pictures from this, there was a drone taking photos. It was so dramatic, like they played the Chariot of the Gods, da na 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 na. And here comes this boat from around the harbor. It was at the harbor, zoom, this boat comes right up to the dock, and then the officiants got off of it. We thought it would be them, but it was the officiants got off. And then the two of them, like they're movie stars, come in on the back of this truck. So they're standing up, waving, looking beautiful, and come up. And it was, I'll post a couple photos. It was really spectacular. And one of the women, a woman that's from here, wrote The Girl's Guide to Lesbos. Her name is Zelly. She's kind of a famous lesbian here, and she just has her movie that's just come out called Lesbia. It just came out. It's doing showings everywhere in theaters all around. And she's in the film festival. She's coming to Santa Monica. She's in all the film festivals. So she was the officiant. So this place is kind of getting on the map as lesbian land. It's pretty neat. So anyway, any other questions or anything else?
Joan? Oh, I'm gonna need to go.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like really difficult where I am right now. But I'm just glad I have reception, but I think I'm gonna get the reception in a minute. So
Thank you for coming on.
yeah, it's really
Yeah, I
great
need
to
to
see
go also.
everybody. Yeah, it's really helpful, Joe. Really good information.
Excellent. So I'll try to just sit and do a summary of the main points, and I'm going to put it in a tab in that spreadsheet. So that'll be like updates. So every once in a while, if you look at the update, if you miss a meeting or you want to know something, I'll put in the WhatsApp group. I just added an update. Okay, and then you can look and read it and see what it is so we can stay current. Okay.
Great.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks,
very,
you
very
guys.
exciting.
I'm gonna head out to dinner and watch a beautiful, the sunsets are so beautiful here. And sorry I'm not out by the waterfront right now, but I'll post some more pictures. You guys saw the pictures I posted? Fun, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll send some more. Yeah, we went to Shipwreck Beach. I think we're doing Shipwreck Beach. It sounds lame. It's such an amazing, wonderful, beautiful beach.
Mm.
Really nice. So I look forward to meeting everybody. And Tina, if you want to connect with me about the occupancy, I'm happy to talk to you about it. If you want to stay on maybe
Okay.
for a minute, why don't you stay on for a
Yeah.
sec?
Yeah, I want to stay on.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you
bye.
guys. Good to
Bye.
see you,
Thank
Eileen,
you.
too. Good to see you guys.